Hi, I'm Nayara, and now I'm going to talk about the differences between Williams High School in Malawi and a Spanish high school like ours. In the beginning of the book, we can read that the situation is very different from the one we live in, as children in Malawi hardly go to school because their parents cannot afford it, or according to Williams' story, in times of famine, they dedicate themselves to working so they can earn money to be able to eat and help their families. Luckily, we have never experienced such a sad panorama, and we have lots of facilities to move around like the school bus, cars. In Malawi, students need to walk long distances to get to school. To get into high school in Malawi, children have to pass an exam, and depending on the grade, they are accepted in one place or another, while we have a compulsory education until the age of 16. Also free, not like there. For example, William had problems paying for his studies because his parents didn't have any money due to the hard times they were going through. In Spain, there are many helps and grants for books and other necessary things for people who are in difficult economic situations. Another aspect of schools is classrooms. Ours have adequate and enough furniture for each student and the teacher, but not in Malawi. So there is less comfort and they have to share tables and books, or even sit on the floor. We also have digital whiteboards, computers. In general, we use technology much more. But from what William tells us, he didn't discover the internet at school. The first time he got to know about it was when he was at the TED convention in Tanzania. And even more impressive about the school facilities is the bathrooms. Here we have the typical clean ones, whereas they have to use a hole made in the ground near the school, the same as they use in their houses. Our teachers are specialized in one or two subjects, but in the book we can read that in the high school in Malawi there are less than 4 teachers who teach them all kinds of subjects, so their knowledge is limited. They also have a library, but surely they don't have as many books as a Spanish one, in different languages, genres. Moreover, William have to buy a uniform. That is also normal in many schools here, though in ours we can dress as we want. After high school in Spain, you can decide to do some vocational training course or back, so there are more chances of getting a good job. I believe that in Malawi, even if you study, they tend to stay where they live because they have no money and they work in the crops or fields, or leave their country searching for a new life with better opportunities, but far from their families. To sum up, although there are similar aspects, almost all the differences are related to the conditions in the country, because, as I said before, we see more possibilities to get ahead, have a job that we like, and in the future have a comfort life, while in Malawi they already have assimilated that they will have to conform or go their own way. That's all. Thank you for listening.